everybody, welcome back to my channel. This is the end of coffee. It's actually gonna be like call a late night vlog, even though it's not late at night. I got my Christmas beanie. I got myself an orange, Santa got me an orange beanie with a pom-pom and this cute scarf, which is orange and gray and matches. It's so cute. Tuesday was rough. Tuesday was so rough. I know I vlogged Monday. Tuesday blew Monday out of the water. Like Monday, I was like a gymnast compared to how I felt on Tuesday. I didn't want to talk on the phone. I couldn't even pick up my phone. I just laid there and I propped my phone up against the thing just to put on like a movie. I don't remember if it was like Harry Potter or Princess Diaries or something just short and nonsensical, like something that I could just use to occupy my time. I never got out of bed except to go to the bathroom, and when I did finally go to the bathroom that nighttime, my walker got stuck on some stuff that Jimmy had left on the floor, and I ended up getting caught up, and then ended up having a huge accident. Then I ended up having to go in the shower. I called my home health aide to see if she would be able to come over and flex some hours to help me out, because I really didn't feel like I could even clean up. I sat on the toilet literally like, what am I supposed to do now? Like, what am I supposed to do now? So what I had ended up doing was I threw like a towel down on the floor. I pivoted myself into the shower chair. I didn't take off my shirt or my wound care stuff. I just basically washed my bottom half. I have a body sponge on a stick that I got from the occupational therapist at the rehab center that I use to wash my lower extremities. And I used that to just clean the area up the best I could. It was just a disaster. And then I stood up to rinse myself off and then wash the chair and then sit back down in the chair, all while holding on to dear life, because I felt so weak and I felt so tired. And I know that I do share with you when it's really good, and I do share with you when it's really bad, but there's sometimes it's like too bad to even like, I don't want to talk to anybody. Like I literally put everybody to voicemail, and I didn't text anybody all day. I just asked Jim to could you just let them know that I can't talk, or however it was. Just so viscerally tired from my soul was tired. I did just concentrate on positive thinking, prayers, all of the good vibes, all of the good feeling that you guys send me all the time, all the love. I could feel all the love all the time. Then once I got out of the shower, I wrapped the towel around my waist, which always reminds me of the Donald Duck joke. How come if Donald Duck doesn't wear pants, he gets out of the shower, he always ties the towel around his waist? It's a great question. Maybe when his feathers get wet, stuff shows. I'm just saying. Then I ended up taking I keep the Swiffer with the wet disinfectant wipes in there, but it was like in the other side of the towel rack, so I used the grabber from the shower chair, and I tried to grab the handle, and I got it. Then I threw some wipes down on the floor, and I stuck them to the thing, and I just wiped my way out the room, and then out of the bathroom, and then very carefully walked, because the floor's wet, you know, and I'm wet because I didn't dry myself properly. I just wrapped the towel around my waist. I didn't actually pat anything. And then I just washed got out to the walker, and I just leaned on the walker and pushed the wipes with the Swiffer, the Dollar Tree. I call it a Swiffer, but it's the one from the Dollar Tree. And then I got to the room where I actually had started having the accident. I just passed that, put the towel down on the bed, and I just laid there. I just laid on the towel, you know, sans clothing from the waist down. It's the way it was. It just had to be. So Jim came home and he's like, you want me to do your back? And I was like, I really don't, but you really have to. Because I had on a t-shirt and that did a lot of moving. Even though I didn't do a lot of moving, the wounds did a lot of moving. The bandages did a lot of moving. The wounds didn't move at all. So it was just a really awful, awful day. And I kind of was like, do I try to do comments? I just didn't feel like participating in this particular day. Like, I just wanted to skip over Tuesday and just get right to Wednesday. So yesterday was better. I went and I took a whole full shower, got a new topical medication that I actually had to have my bandages be undressed. So I cut up a old t-shirt that my sister gave me to like a halter top so that my front was covered but my back could be exposed. And I just had to lay on my bed for a couple of hours, and then finally I was able to sit up on the chair, but I put a whole bunch of stuff behind my booty so that my back wasn't leaned up against the chair. I could just sit up the edge of the chair. And I played on my tablet while because I was in so much pain. The topical medication, being open to the air hurts, and the topical medication did sting but didn't relieve any sting. Like, it really hurts to get lidocaine put on the open wounds, but then eventually the lidocaine does work to relieve the pain. This was just like the sting of lidocaine without the relief of lidocaine, if that makes any sense. I know I said I would share with you guys what I got for Christmas. I besides my beanie and my scarf, the beanie was 99 cents plus $3.99 shipping, so I guess that comes to $5 for these cute beanies on Groupon, and I got them for everybody. And this scarf was $6.99 on Amazon. I just love it. It's just a triangle, so it's not like a lot, and I just love it. It's just very super, super cute. I think I got it in black, white, and red too, to go with my coat. Anyway, I will show you the rest of what I got for Christmas probably tomorrow in another video. The house is still looking very festive, very neat, very orderly. I'm sitting here and I'm watching Jack Ryan on my 55-inch TV, and I'm able to read the subtitles, which is amazing. Things have been really, like, very, very tight. And I'm sure for everybody post-Christmas this time of the year, we have food, we have shelter, our bills are paid. There's no, like, extras right now. And I don't expect that there should be, because it's Christmas. Like, we just spend on each other at Christmas. We give like that. So I guess for a lot of people out there, how I do it, if you're interested, is I hit my budget. I try to buy over the course of like 4 or 5 months. I try to pick up little presents here and there, and I started compiling them in my bedroom. I've told you guys about Dave and Sissy's deals, to sign up for that email on for Amazon, and because we have Amazon Prime, of course, like, all of the shipping and stuff is free, but we also get the TV service, so it's worth it for us. The little, like, just tiers in there is like little Groupon purchases and Amazon purchases and that kind of stuff. So how we've been doing is we start way back a few months. And then what we do is I make sure the paychecks that come along, we get these bills paid we look at our budget really, really closely. What do I need to get these things paid? What do I need for car insurance? What do I need for health insurance? What do I need for medication? And then whatever's left over, do we have Christmas dinner money? You know, you might have to pull cash out and do the envelope thing. If you're a person who just is addicted to your debit card or something. That's also a very, very helpful tip, to have like the cash envelopes. But for us, it's just a matter of like planning ahead and budgeting, you know. The Christmas season, then we can go, oh, I can get this. This is on layaway. This is with payments. This is it, like interest-free with payments. I can do that. I can afford that. How will that make my month-to-month budget look for the next 6 months until it's paid off? Like whatever it is, you know, you have to really figure it out. You can't just go spending willy-nilly. You can't just, as much as I want to, just see that and go, oh my gosh, my person will love that. Let me just buy it and I'll deal with it later. Like, as much as we want to do that because it makes us feel good, you really can't. You really can't. It's not good for your budget, and it's not good for your peace of mind. So I knew ahead of time that the bills were paid, the refrigerator's full, the electricity's not getting turned off, and we were able to do what we wanted for a little bit of Christmas. So I think I shared with you in the the Walmart pickup delivery haul. We got a few little pies for Christmas. Dessert total was like less than $15. Yes, would it have been cheaper if I would have been able to bake myself? 100%. However, not having the capabilities of doing that from this year, maybe next year, maybe come Easter even, I'll be able to be back at the stove and the oven. But for this year, no, that wasn't in my capabilities. I was thinking about that afterwards, and I was like, oh, had I baked, had I done this, had I done that? And I'm like, I conserved energy leading up to Christmas and on Christmas, and I still was out for 2 days, solid. So, like, yeah, I'm glad I didn't do all those things that I wanted to do. Excuse me. I weighed myself yesterday morning, and I was down not another 10 pounds. I was down 10 pounds. My first initial since last week, I think. Maybe it's 7 pounds from last week, and it's 10 pounds since before I went to Vegas. That might be it. I can't remember exactly, but hopefully it'll keep going in that same direction. I have a Cabomedics group, and somebody asked today, is anybody else having trouble? Like, are their nails weak and stuff? And I was like, I have the complete opposite. While I'm on the Cabo, my nails get really strong. They're really, really like thick, and they don't chip. And as soon as I'm off of it, like club up. It's kind of crazy. So I just had to share that with you. I don't know why, but I do enjoy when they grow and I can do them. Makes me feel really good. But anyhow, it's just been a really a rough Tuesday. It was a very rough Monday, as you know from the previous vlog. But my Tuesday was impossible. Jim did make me a scrambled egg for breakfast in the morning, and then I ended up having a protein shake for dinner, as he requested. Because it's funny, because I started a new medication. It's a medication that's sometimes prescribed for autoimmune diseases. Now, the way that the dermatologist explained it is that because the skin reaction is from the immunotherapy, it sort of almost triggered a sort of autoimmune switch in my body. So hopefully this will help without causing damage. Like, this is you know, a tier 1 medication as far as like the strength and, you know, what I really, she's like, I wish I could give you this to just knock it out, but that would do a lot more damage to your body and possibly grow cancer more. So we're not going to do that. But anyway, so I started that on Christmas night, and I said to Jim, I said, I just don't want to take it before Christmas and have an adverse reaction and then ruin everybody's Christmas. So the other thing was like, oh, was my Monday, Tuesday icks part of like a new medication thing? And I was like, I don't really think so, because I think I was just tired. But then I got a little video from CVS about one of the medications, and it was like, afterwards, of course, always after. Like, I don't read potential side effects because I don't want to accidentally trigger them subconsciously into a conscious manifestation. So, afterwards, I was like, they were like, oh, loss of appetite, but you have to take it with food. I was like, well, that's a not contradiction, but that's a messed up little thing to do to you, you know? Take this with food, but you'll lose your appetite. I'm like, yeah, okay. So I realized that could have been why I lost my appetite. Could just be that I was full from Christmas. We didn't overdo it. But we, because we didn't have breakfast, Jim and I. We just had dinner, like lunch, dinner time, and then dessert. But it was just, Christmas was just really great. It was just the three of us. You know, Aunt Sue it didn't come last year because she can't really help out, take care of, like, she likes to come here so that we can take care of her. But then it's sort of like, how do you, like, how, you know, I'd have to, like, how is she going to get out here? Is she going to drive her car? And if it snows, then she's stuck. And, you know, she always doesn't bring a lot of medicine, and she doesn't always bring a lot of clothes, and we can't really do anything extra. Like, every year we always, like, take a day trip to, like, the movies, or we go to, like, Branson or something, you know. We do a little thing while she's here. But you know, just me not driving affects the plans, and, you know, that whole thing. And Jim working nights now affects different things, different plans. So, yeah, that's where we're at. On the 6th is the Epiphany, is the Little Christmas. We will have the Christmas lights on all day like we do on Christmas. We will light up the outside of the house like we do on Christmas. And we will just have the best day. I believe Lisa's going to return sometime around there. So she'll be able to see, like, the house decorated for Christmas and stuff. So that'll be nice. I have a couple more boxes of Christmas stuff to purge, but mostly I have 4 boxes to go to New York. I was talking to my sister and my nephew, and they were like, anything of mom's, like anything of my mom's, like Katie's basically. My mom's name was Katie. So like anything of Katie's we'll take, you know. And then I said, well, what about stuff that I made? Don't you want any stuff that's from me? And my nephew actually, I think, still has his Cheerios ornament. So when my nephews were born in 1992, I took a glass ornament from Michael's and I filled them with Cheerios, and I sealed them with hot glue and tied a ribbon across the top, and I made like a little baby's first Christmas ornament full of Cheerios. Now, both of them at Christmas time were 9 months old, so they were already into Cheerios, you know. But actually, no, that'd be 10 months old. Yeah, because they were born in February. So, you know, it was just fun. So, that year, I think I was making all the ornaments. I think I made everybody Christmas ornaments for Christmas that year. And that's part of why my family is not like, ooh, I need this thing that you made, because they have so many years of things that I made, you know? But, I'm excited about some things coming in the future. I just hope they all come to fruition. And of course, I will take you along with me when it does happen. And if it doesn't happen, then I will report what it was. But, you know, I just don't want to put it out there now if it's not going to get anywhere. And sometimes encouragement is wonderful. But sometimes when you're encouraged, it puts some undue pressure on you that you can't always handle properly. And that's part of one of the things I really don't think I can handle, the undue pressure. The pressure I'm putting on myself is enough, I guess is what it is. But when with your positive encouragement, saying like, oh, you can do this, and I can't wait, I'm so excited for you to be able to do this, and you put out positive manifestations, and you put out some great, like, you know, positive affirmations and those types of things, it's still, I feel the pressure on myself. And it's something that I do. It's nothing that you guys are doing. It's something that I do for myself. So when I have a better grasp of if these things will come to fruition, then I'll absolutely share them with you. And if they completely have no chance of happening, then I'll share that with you eventually. But for right now, I'm just like really looking forward to 2023. I'm praying it's a much better year than 2022. I will have 0 fresh healed wounds when I start chemotherapy again. Let's just say that. So yeah. Anyway, listen. I wanted to just pop on tonight and tell you about everything. I love you. I know if nobody's told you today that you're loved, please, please, please come by and hear how much I love you. Because I love you guys very, very much. And don't forget, okay? As always, you take care. God bless. And we'll see you next time. Bye. Meow.